So, you're thinking about getting a cat grooming glove, huh? Let me guess, you've seen a ton of ads or maybe some social media posts showing sleek, shiny cats being pampered by these gloves while the owners look like they're having the time of their lives. Maybe you're thinking, is this the solution to my fur-covered furniture and endless brushing struggles? Well, you're in the right place because we're going to dive deep into whether a cat grooming glove is your next best purchase, or just another thing destined to end up in that drawer of forgotten pet gadgets. First things first, what exactly is a cat grooming glove? Picture this, a glove that fits over your hand like, well, a glove, but with rubbery nodules or bristles on the palm that help catch loose hair as you pet your cat. The idea is simple, no fancy brushes, no complicated gadgets, just you, your hand, and a glove that's supposed to make grooming easier. Sounds like a win-win, right? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The real question is, should you get one? Living with a cat means hair. A lot of hair. If you've ever worn black clothes around your feline friend, you've probably walked out of your house looking like you just rolled around in a giant ball of fluff. And don't even get me started on the couches, carpets, and every other surface that somehow becomes a magnet for cat hair. You might feel like you've tried every brush, comb, and lint roller out there, yet the fur seems to regenerate like magic. That's where the cat grooming glove comes in. It promises to make grooming feel more like petting, making your cat think it's just getting some good love and attention, while secretly, you're removing loose fur, dirt, and dander. Sneaky, right? Cats are, well, cats. They have their own personalities, and what one cat loves, another might absolutely despise. This is important to consider when thinking about a grooming glove because, let's face it, your cat might think you're trying to wrestle it with an alien hand. Take a moment to consider your cat's attitude towards grooming. Does it like being brushed, or does it give you the death glare every time you try? If your feline is already fond of a good brushing session, a grooming glove might just feel like an extra petting bonus. However, if your cat prefers to keep its fur to itself, you might need to tread lightly. The glove, though softer and less invasive than most brushes, could still be met with some resistance. Now, let me tell you a quick story about my friend Rachel. She's got a long-haired cat named Mr. Fluff, who, unsurprisingly, lives up to his name. For years, she struggled with shedding. Every summer, it was like Mr. Fluff was intentionally leaving a part of himself on every chair in her house. Fed up with lint rollers and endless vacuuming, Rachel decided to try out a grooming glove. At first, Mr. Fluff was suspicious, as cats tend to be, but after a few gentle pets with the glove, he actually started purring. Rachel was floored. The glove picked up so much fur that she couldn't believe she hadn't tried it sooner. It became a part of their daily routine, and her house has been significantly less fluffy ever since. On the flip side, my neighbor tried the same glove on her cat, Muffin, and let's just say it didn't go well. Muffin acted like the glove was some kind of betrayal. She batted at it, hissed, and even ran away to hide under the bed. Every cat is different, and there's no one-size-fits-all answer. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Does the grooming glove actually work? The short answer is yes, most of the time. For short-haired cats, these gloves can be a game changer. They help pick up loose fur and even massage the skin, which can help with blood circulation and overall coat health. If your cat sheds like crazy, the glove can reduce the amount of hair floating around your home. And because it mimics the feeling of being pet, it's less stressful for your cat than a traditional brush might be. For long-haired cats, the effectiveness of the glove can be hit or miss. While it does a decent job at removing loose fur, it might not tackle tangles or mats as efficiently as a dedicated comb or brush designed for long coats. So, if your cat has a lot of knots in its fur, you might still need to use other grooming tools in addition to the glove. One thing people love about grooming gloves is that they're easy to use. You don't have to be a grooming expert. Just slip on the glove, pet your cat, and boom. Fur everywhere is magically collected. They're also easy to clean, just peel off the collected fur and toss it in the trash. However, there are a few downsides to consider. Some gloves can be a little too bulky, making it hard to get into those tight spots like behind the ears or under the chin. And, like any grooming tool, some cats just flat out won't like it. If your cat is fussy, it might prefer a traditional brush. And hey, the glove doesn't solve all shedding problems. Your cat will still shed because, well, that's what cats do, but it can make a difference in how much hair is floating around. So, should you take the plunge and buy a cat grooming glove? Well, if your cat sheds a lot and you're tired of finding fur in every nook and cranny of your house, it's definitely worth a shot. It's inexpensive, easy to use, and can turn grooming time into bonding time with your pet. Plus, it can be a lot less stressful for your cat compared to other brushes that can feel like torture devices to them. But keep in mind, it's not a miracle worker. If you've got a long-haired cat prone to tangles, or if your cat isn't a fan of being touched in certain areas, the glove might not completely solve your grooming woes. At the end of the day, every cat is different, and what works for one might not work for another. But if you're looking for a way to make grooming less of a battle and more of a bonding experience, a cat grooming glove might just be your new best friend. Give it a try. You might end up with a purring, sleek-coated cat and a lot less fur stuck to your clothes. If you enjoy this video, we would really appreciate a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a new video in the future. Thanks for watching.